Hey y'all, it is another day with us in Dubai, and today is pretty much going to be like our desert safari day. But of course, we have to start off with some food, so we're just heading over to Jumeirah Beach to get some food. But the rest of the evening we'll be spending in the desert, which is almost like an 8-hour activity. So if you are going to be going to the safari, just incorporate 8 hours for travel time and the actual event. And we get ready to go to Just Vegan.
Oh, that looks good. I'm gonna get that second one for sure. That one right in the middle, calling my name. Ooh, the crunch. Let me get in on that action.
Pretty good.
Shawarma.
After eating at Just Vegan, we decided to walk around Jumeirah because we had not been on this part of town before. This was actually our first time in Jumeirah, and it looks so different from the city around like Dubai Mall and also the Burj Khalifa. And it looks like a lot of people actually live out here, and you can tell that it looks like a lot of people take pride into their architecture and their homes. Okay y'all, so today is our desert safari day. Stefan and I decided to go get breakfast because it didn't start till like 2:45. We had to be ready for pickup, and we came to Jumeirah Beach and we ate at Just Vegan. We actually had to stop for some water. We both are kind of like very congested, having like a little bit of a runny nose and kind of like a cough, so we've been like actually taking some herbal mints, which are kind of like cough drops here, and so we need to soak up some sun to kind of help warm back up and stuff. Hopefully we can get past it to get through this desert safari. We're actually waiting on our Uber. Uber is 2 minutes out right now. Uber has been proven to be cheaper than taking a taxi here, so we have been sticking with the Uber rather than getting a taxi. One thing about taxis though, they're like always around and you can like immediately hop into a taxi, but with the Uber sometimes you do have to wait. But we technically only took one taxi, and it wasn't like your typical taxi, okay? We actually rode in a Tesla like when we first got here from the airport. That was our transportation. So that's what is going on. I have been thugging it out with this wig, y'all. Honestly, if I had time to get like some braids before like coming, which I didn't, I would have stuck with some braids because I have been like having to like reapply glue because just like sweating and everything, it'd be slipping and sliding. I think at the desert safari they're gonna give us some head coverings, so I don't have to worry about that. But I have been doing this like little bun thing. It's too hot, too much going on to actually just let the hair down like completely all the time, but I think our ride is coming up now. So we went to the hotel to take a quick little nap, but now we are on about an hour commute outside of the city for the desert safari. On the way there, we did get to see some camels, and apparently they have like camel racing similar to how we have horse racing. So we actually got to see them going through some training and things like that, which was quite interesting. As we got closer to the desert, you could really see like the difference in like the land. You could see like more deserty looking things, and as you all can see here, it is like almost being like out in the country, like very, very far away from the city, and the terrain just looks very, very different. did get to see some more camels actually quite up close. So our transport was actually with a group of people, and one person actually wanted to kind of like motion the camel over. At this point, I was so glad I was in the third row, okay? Because I am not about that camel life, okay? So you could see them kind of like playing with the camel, and from the window, I got a very close view of the camel. And now we are in the desert. I do not know what my expectations were, but it was a lot of desert to say the least, and it just looks really awesome, really look beautiful. And just to see like different parts of the world, like things like this actually exist in the world, and it was just really beautiful. And as you all can see, we are actually in one of the buggies, so we were able to ride through the desert, but we did have a pit stop where we could actually get off and take pictures and actually just explore what it looked like around the desert. However, they did forewarn us that in certain parts of the desert, which we were not on this part, but they do have like snakes and things like that. So especially at night, they really tell people like, hey, time for us to go, okay? Because this is actually nature, it is land, and there are creatures out here, okay? We also had a falcon show, which was very exciting and interesting to see. Stefan and I, when we were in high school, a falcon was actually our mascot, so this was like pretty cool to see this falcon show while we were actually kind of winding down and getting ready for dinner. So we did drive to another location for dinner. I'm guessing this is like where the snakes and scorpions do not reside. I'm guessing because it will be dark out here. And we did see them prepare bread. We did have some hot coffee. It was black coffee before getting there to kind of like warm up a little bit. And we also had some nice towels and stuff to kind of clean our hands because we were in the wilderness. But it was super awesome and amazing, and I have to say this is probably the most authentic and best food that we probably had throughout our entire Dubai trip. So it was really amazing and good food. And this is the same bread that we actually saw the guy making, and this is lentil soup. So Also very, very thrilled to know that they had vegan food here for us to eat. And we didn't even have to, like, on the registration, we didn't even have to put dietary restrictions or anything like that. It was like they already kind of knew. And we were definitely not the only plant-based people here for this activity. Now I am basically working on the entree. This is basically hummus and falafel. Looks like spinach, and I think it was also some tomatoes. And basically I wrapped it up in these tortillas. They're kind of not like tortillas. I do not know the proper name for it, to be honest, but I basically wrapped it up in there and took a really, really good bite. And when I tell you it was amazing, it was amazing. And we finished off the night with some more entertainment. I promise you, once me and Stefan got back in the truck, we probably took turns taking naps because we were so tired. But so far, this trip has been amazing, and I can't wait to show you all the next part of this Dubai trip. See you in the next one.